Hi everyone! In today's speech, we're going to talk about how we should not lower the drinking age to 18. Maybe some of you have taken a sip from your parents' liquor cabinet just out of curiosity and hopes of feeling drunk for the first time. The excitement of these experiments with alcohol can lead to tragic consequences. Underage drinking can impact a person's likelihood of developing lifelong habits of alcohol abuse. Today I'm going to enlighten you the dangers and consequences for young teens drinking by the age of 18. Underage drinking causes thousands of car accidents, arrests, hospital visits, and premature deaths. It can lead to alcohol addiction and it gets countless teens in trouble at school and with the law. First, I will talk about the risk of alcohol addiction. Then, I will discuss the different ways alcohol can damage the body. And lastly, I will explain why it's not a good idea to lower the drinking age to 18 years old. Let's get into the risk of alcohol addiction. Alcohol use has been broadcast and encouraged by media and advertisements, whether in a beer commercial, during sports games, or ads in a magazine. Before COVID 19, more than 25% of American adults admitted to binge drinking. According to National Survey on Drug Use and Health, in the first few weeks of lockdown, alcohol sales jumped 54% over the previous year. Second, alcohol use in adolescents could lead to tragic consequences such as death. Car accidents are one of the main causes of drunk driving. It makes individuals not aware of their surroundings. With that said, about 6% of teens surveyed in the latest Centers for Disease Control said they drove while drinking within the past 30 days. After examining the risk of alcohol addiction, we can look at the harmful effects alcohol abuse could do to our human body. Underage drinking is not something to play with as alcohol can have damaging effects on the health affecting the brain and neurological activities. Teenagers who engage in underage drinking are more likely to make bad decisions. Drinking alcohol can affect how the brain develops in those under 25. According to the Substance Abuse and Mental Health Services Administration, these areas are associated with motivation, impulse control, and addiction. Second, alcohol alters the brain's neurological activities. A recent study conducted by researchers from the University of Eastern Finland in partnership with Kuopio University Hospital sought to identify the permanent changes that result from adolescent alcohol use. Prior studies have identified a link between adolescent alcohol consumption and lasting deterioration in the brain's activity. Now that we understand the harmful effects that alcohol use can do to our bodies, we can discuss why we should not lower the drinking age to 18. We should not lower the drinking age to 18 because it saves lives and improves our health. There were noticeable fewer motor vehicle crashes. The 2019 Youth Risk Behavior Survey found that among high school students during the past 30 days, 5% drove after drinking alcohol and 17% rode with a driver who had been drinking alcohol. According to research from NIAAA, alcohol can alter development, potentially affecting brain structure and function. Alcohol use can cause cognitive or learning problems and or increase vulnerability for use disorder, especially when people start drinking at a young age and drink heavily. Moving on to conclusion. First, I talked about the risk of alcohol addiction. Second, I discussed the different ways alcohol can damage the body. Lastly, I explained why it's not a good idea to lower the drinking age to 18 years old. Underage drinking caused thousands of car accidents, arrests, hospital visits, and premature deaths. It can lead to alcohol addiction and it gets countless teens in trouble at school and with the law. People who participate in underage drinking tend to not think about the consequences on their health and people around them. Hopefully, by hearing this speech, people will have better life decisions when it comes to underage drinking. Thank you.